so good as breakfast with Christ on the shore. Breakfast will never be better than this, than breakfast with my risen Lord. After an evening of fishing gone bad, Peter and crew felt dismay.
Hello and welcome to Come Have Breakfast. I'm Pastor Colson and I'm here with Kerry O'Neill with the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Kerry, it's so good to have you with us. Can you tell us a little bit about Fellowship of Christian Athletes?
Sure. It's a ministry that really seeks to minister to and through athletes and coaches. Our stated mission is to lead every athlete and coach into a growing relationship with Jesus Christ and His church. And founded in 1954, and use kind of 4 C's to describe what we do. Campus, we have huddles on area middle school and high school and college campuses. Coaches are people of influence, so kind of ministering to the ministers and equipping them. Camps, sports camps, leadership camps in the summer, and which we're really strategizing on how to do that virtually this summer. And then community. So all the off-campus coaches and athletes that we can minister to.
Now, I know that recently your position with FCA changed and allowing you to kind of be more engaged, more hands-on. Tell us a little bit about the change in your position. Yeah,
I just felt a real shifting in my heart of, as FCA got greater role clarity for the positions, that kind of the more you had responsibilities as a director, the more you were expected to work on the ministry and not in the ministry. And I just realized I got a lot more joy working in the ministry than on it. And I think there's this expectation, probably from the world, but kind of creeps into ministry, that you kind of keep promoting and taking on more and more. And so I just, took that bold step to say, these are the things that bring me joy, and kind of got back to the front lines.
So how long have you been with Fellowship of Christian Athletes?
Wow. June 1st, I will celebrate 29 years officially on staff.
Uh-huh. And FCA plays an important role in your own life. Tell us a little bit about the history of FCA as far as personally impacting your life. Yeah, in my high school, I saw one of my coaches come to faith in Christ by attending an FCA camp in the summer. And then he invited me to be involved in FCA, and that's really where I discovered that it's possible to have a relationship with God through Jesus. And so my relationship with God really was cemented in FCA as a high school athlete. And then I served as a volunteer through college and came on staff shortly thereafter. What did you do before you joined Fellowship of Christian Athletes? I just had 1 year between college, and a lot of that was raise and support. And then I taught school in a couple psychiatric hospitals for kids who had been pulled out of school and needed to continue to take classes while they were in treatment. So that's about it, other than during my time with FCA, a few little stints of playing some basketball overseas, and then have served, in addition to my FCA role, serving as an interim youth pastor at a couple churches and lead pastor at a couple churches over the years. So thinking, in the future, where would you like to see your ministry? What are some of your long-term and short-term ministry goals? Yeah, I think personally where the Lord is directing me is even more in an equipping role to utilize my motivational gift as teaching. And so training our staff in coaches ministry, training coaches to be more effective in really coaching the heart behind the jersey and some of the three-dimensional aspects of coaching. And I also see maybe an increased international presence. I've had, even during this quarantine, have had some Zoom calls with coaches from
4 or 5 Asian countries and have one coming up. And they've already recruited 60 coaches to be part of that online Zoom training. So that definitely fires me up.
That's exciting. Can you tell us specifically what's going on here in our county with Fellowship of Christian Athletes? Give us an update on the ministry here in Orange.
Yeah, I was really privileged to recruit a superstar volunteer named Jeff Alston, and he's really focusing strictly on Orange and Louisa. He lives in Louisa, and we are very blessed throughout the Fredericksburg area to have some presence, in most cases a strong presence, on nearly every middle school and high school campus. And so there's some things going on and some outreach to coaches and oftentimes an official FCA huddle that meets on the campus. Yeah, that campus ministry. And then I know Jeff has a vision for really reaching out to Parks and Rec. And, you count the coaches who are serving, maybe getting paid a stipend at the middle school, high school level, and it's a fairly limited number. But you count all those coaches, coaching Parks and Rec and YMCA and the youth leagues. There are a lot of them. And that, I think, is really a great harvest field for us.
So you've been at this for a while, so I'm sure you have many testimonies and stories that you could share. But do you mind just maybe sharing a story with our viewers, just a story where you really saw God at work through Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and a story that they might find encouraging?
Yeah, I'll share a couple that are pretty close by geographically. I had a coach who wanted to meet, and I suggested the Sweet Frog on Route 3 over at Harrison Crossing, and he wanted to talk. I can't even remember why he wanted to meet, but it ended up, me asking him, basically, have you ever come to a place in your life where you kind of sold the farm and surrendered control of your life to Christ? And he said he hadn't. And I asked, do you want to do that? And he said, I do. And I said, well, we can do it right here. And so that kind of cool moment of, holding hands with a coach, there at Sweet Frog and watching him come to faith in Christ was a cool thing. A few years ago, a football player from Riverbend was coming down the hallway, and I was doing some character coach stuff with the football team. And this athlete was with his girlfriend, and he greeted me, and she's like, "Who's this guy?" And so she said, "So you're a coach?" And I said, I work with the football team. She said, you're a teacher? What do you teach? And before I could answer, this athlete told his girlfriend, Coach O'Neill teaches life. And I thought, that's pretty cool that, he considered me a mentor. And this is a young man who went to play football at the Naval Academy and is since finished. And we've reconnected in one of those cool moments.
So, Kerry, what are some ways that that we as a supporting church can be praying for you? What are some specific requests that you have?
Yeah, I would say kind of the obvious for missionaries is funding. I did lose about $1,100 of monthly support just through this quarantine season. Of some people who were directly affected have dropped off, and favor with schools and organizations. Like schools definitely recognize the need for their teachers to be trained and have professional development. Very few of them see the need for coaches to do that and want to invest in that, and that's definitely a prayer request because they need it. The question, who is coaching the coach, is just met with silence because nobody is. And I think it's a great role for FCA staff to do that. And then on the other end, how can you be praying and helping me? The other is, if you, to turn the tables on you a little bit, if you have an athlete or coach that you know of that you want outreach to, or maybe your son or daughter or grandson, granddaughter is playing on a team or in a league and you want to see some maybe coach development done there, definitely reach out and let me know, and we can serve in that way.
Thank you so much, Kerry. Appreciate your time. We're looking forward to hearing your sermon this Sunday, Mission Sunday, here at Lake of the Woods Church. Can you give us a quick little overview of what you're going to be speaking on Sunday?
Making disciples who make disciples.
Wow. Well, we look forward to that. And again, thank you for being with us, and thank you for being a part of Mission Week.
Thanks for having me.